Respectfully Disagree podcast, episode 134, I think. 134. What's good? What's good?
What's up? Getting up there in them numbers, ain't
Man, trying to anyway. I got P in the building. Welcome
you? What's
back.
good? What's good? What's good? Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Can't call it. Real quick before we get started, man. Shout out to the Cock and Cats once again. Took care of business today. Got another win in the books. So shout out to us.
Yeah, good. I see y'all on y'all revenge tour.
Man, I want that trophy, dog. None of this matter till the playoffs start.
Right.
So, get done with the game. I'm heading to the crib, checking my little Instagram, doing all that jazz. And I come across your post, man. We got to talk about it. So, last night, Memphis Grizzlies, Lakers, everybody talking about Shannon Sharpe and what transpired. And I saw your post. And your post was like, Shannon Sharpe should have got tossed out. If any other fan would have done that, you know what I'm saying? And your reaction was what Dillion Brooks said after the game.
Right.
And for those that may not have caught that, he was just, saying that Shannon Sharpe ain't nobody important. He ain't addressing that. But if that would have been anybody else, they should have been got tossed up out of there. So from your perspective, sounds like you agree with that, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely, I agree.
So let's hear it. Let's hear it then.
So I done seen Draymond Green get somebody kicked out, Russell Westbrook get somebody kicked out, your boy Bron get 2 or 3 people kicked out. You said it. I don't know what they said, but if it was any other fan, bro, they would just got kicked out. Nothing to talk about. This man caused a big old ruckus. Lucky it was halftime. If it wasn't halftime, it'd been during the game.
But
because he's Shannon Sharpe.
And he ain't got nothing to do with him, me and Shannon Sharpe. And like you said, I looked at it from your perspective. We all know you ain't a LeBron guy. So I was like, oh, man, he just saying this because of LeBron and Shannon Sharpe involved. But then you was like, no, you just saying it because it's Shannon Sharpe and LeBron involved. And once I got to thinking about it, I'm saying to myself, I'm like, going back to the situation that you mentioned with Bron, it was reported that those people was in the stands talking about they hope that his son died in a car crash and all that.
The Pacers game?
Yep.
Yeah.
So from my perspective, once you get into that type of conversation, nah, that ain't gonna fly. People are gonna say what they want to say. That's at every sporting event. It's gonna be hecklers and all that. That's why from that perspective, I was cool with the Shannon Sharpe thing because according to what he was saying he was like, Dillion Brooks, Brian, you can't guard too small or whatever. So as much shit as Memphis talked to every team in the league, that's what bothered y'all?
Right.
That's what you and Shannon Sharpe going back and forth about. To me, in my opinion, if Adams don't walk towards Sharpe, none of that happens.
Right.
That's why I was saying to you, like, kicked out for what? They came into Shannon Sharpe's personal space.
Yeah, but he was over talking about come over here and say it to my face and such and such. I can't read lips and I couldn't hear what he was saying. But I know he pointed like come over here and say it to my face. You know he ain't backing down from nobody except for Skip.
Exactly, man, Shannon Sharpe a big dude, man.
He ain't backing down for nobody but Skip. Put your glasses back on. Put your glasses back on.
Look, I see some folks talking about that too. It's like, man, he had all that energy for them. He ain't have that for Skip. And I'm like, man, he's on the clock, bro.
Yeah.
Take that man to do on the clock.
Still
so
on
my thing was, you see Ja Pops come around from the corner. I was like, what was he supposed to, like, he was getting ready to sneak Unc or what? Like, and that's what shifted his attention. Yeah. Everybody, I was like, oh man, we all know Unc was probably on that oil last night, man. Look,
both of them.
I'm in the cup too.
Both of them.
That's why I was sitting. I was like, dog, Unc wanted all that smoke, but it's like I can see it from both perspectives.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, like you saying, if that was anybody else, they would have been up out of there. I get that, but in my opinion, and that's why I respectfully disagree. Unc was standing his ground. They came into his space, and the rest is history, man.
Yeah, it is, but But I just like they be talking about people getting banned for life, and they don't pay no telling how much these seats cost down here on the floor. Like that one game with the Warriors and Draymond, I think it was Milwaukee. Yeah, against Milwaukee, and the one dude he got kicked out the game. They're some pretty good seats they had. I don't know what was said.
Right. Or the one where was that Carmelo, where the dude kept calling him boy. Kept calling him boy.
Was he on the Lakers?
I think he was on the Lakers.
Yeah.
I think it was last year. It's either Melo or Westbrook, one of them. And the dude in Utah kept calling him boy. Kept calling him boy. And I'm like, stuff like that. To me, like, that's where you draw that line between you heckling somebody and then you taking personal jabs and all that. Once it gets to personal, I feel like there's no grounds for that.
Right.
But in the heat of a battle, especially coming from Memphis, bro, that's my only beef. It's like, as much shit as y'all talk, what y'all say, we want all the smoke, we coming up the chimney, all that. Like, come on, y'all can't come from we coming up the chimney to, man, he should have been thrown out. Like, nah, bro, don't do that. Honestly, I thought it was gonna backfire. Go ahead.
What he should have been doing is worry about playing defense and not letting them come back. Worry about Shannon.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. I was like, shit, I thought it was going to be the opposite. Memphis was going to come out in the third and blow their ass out.
Nah.
Good game, though, man, because I feel like Ja and Bron played terrible, in my opinion.
Yeah, they both did. Ja, like, he's selling for long shots and shit.
Yeah, I felt like it was in his head at that point. And then Bron, I will give Dillion Brooks credit for that, because he was like, all you got to do is play physical. Bron don't want to get physical, make him go left. And you can tell when Bron going to check out the game. Like, Bron wasn't even mentally involved in that game because it was there for the taking. Bron, he ain't want no smoke with that. So shout out to Westbrook and Schroeder. Yeah. I feel like that win don't happen without them two.
Facts.
Most definitely.
But yeah, I just felt like if it was anybody else, bro, like the security and everything, they wasn't worried about nothing. They were just worried about protecting the situation. But any other fan, I don't think you see him come back after the game. I don't think you see him come back after halftime.
You're right. But look, let me ask you this, though. So if that's the case, should Ja Pop been tossed to then? He come from all the way on the other side.
He meddling. He need to go to the hotel room. Shit. Get his ass out of there.
It was dope to see them, you know what I'm saying, dap it up at the end, because at the end of the day, it's like, bro, like, you don't want to see two brothers doing that on national TV.
That was cool, but I didn't like it from the simple fact Shannon already tweeted what he tweeted. They don't want no smoke, such and such, such and such.
Okay.
Nah.
So stand on it. You saying stand
on
it.
Yeah, see, that's what I don't like. You already tweeted that when you walk back out to wherever you had to walk to cool down. You tweeted all that. And now let's hug it out. We cool. Nah, because he still feels some type of way. At the end of the day, he still feels some type of way. I bet Shannon still feels some type of way. He's just trying to protect his little brand, protect what he got going on.
Right. But see, look, you got to think. Go ahead.
I'm going to thug it out. Fuck you. We ain't never got to be cool.
But when the little Will Smith, Chris Rock thing happened, Shannon Sharpe was on TV, said, hey, nah. Hey.
Don't get too close.
Right. So Unc did stand on him, bro. That's why I'm like, nah. I think Adams would have snuffed him, though. Once I saw Big Adams, I was like, nah, Unc, don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro.
Brian said he got his back, though. That's all that matters when it comes to the NBA. Bro. Brian got your back.
Brian didn't want no parts of that either, man. That's
what happened. Been all right.
Oh, God. Good stuff, dog. Who you got today?
I got Kansas City 42 to 21.
It ain't even gonna be close, huh?
Nah, they finna beat the brakes off them boys. I'm tired of people acting like Patrick Mahomes. I want him for real. I want Dallas to win. But if they don't win, I want Patrick Mahomes to win. So they act like this boy ain't the truth. He's better than every quarterback in the league. They still talking about Josh Allen.
They ain't giving him his flowers.
They keep talking about Josh Allen, talking about the dude from Chargers, Justin Herbert, whatever. They ain't talking about Cincinnati boy. Man, stop playing with that man.
Yeah.
That man came in averaging 50 touchdowns.
How you think
Second
Tyreek
year.
Hill feel, dog?
Huh?
How you think Hill feeling right now? Think he should
He
have
wanted to
stayed?
stay. He should have stayed, but at the same time, give him his money too. That don't work like that without him. It do, but not as spectacular.
But they showing that they showing that it's working. I will say
Yeah,
this: I feel like Kelsey ain't getting the looks as much.
but he
Every
still
now and then,
produced.
Kelsey he'll have a big game here and there, but when Hill was on that field, it was like
He
pick your
couldn't
poison. Right,
double. Yeah, double him or double him.
right, right.
And
So
that just
yeah,
goes to show you all that juju shit. That's why he got up out of Pittsburgh. He ain't like that.
look, you know what? You're right. Juju ain't really. Nah.
He ain't like that. Just think if AJ Brown or something was over there with them. I think it's Tyreek.
Speaking of that, like I'm nervous. I'm nervous about that Eagles game, bro. Like it's hard as hell to play a team 3 times, bro. I don't give a damn what the records say or none of that. And Philly coming off a bye. Man, the Giants played a good ass game last week.
Y'all play today?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
They
the game
late
today.
game. Yep. That's what I'm saying. I was like, shit, Barkley and Daniels, they got off last week. And you really don't know if Jalen is 100% or not. Like, man, it's a trap game, I feel like.
Good, yeah, it is. Good thing about Philly though is they can stop that run, so he gonna have to throw that ball.
We're gonna find out. We definitely
And
gonna find out.
yeah, I really don't care who wins because I really want either one of y'all. Because
Okay. You want all the smoke then?
yeah, because when we beat San Francisco, that next game gonna be payback.
All right. I like that.
NFC East looking real good.
Yeah.
And then I
Definitely.
got Cincinnati on the other one.
I'm scared of that game too, man. Cincinnati didn't show me nothing last week, bro. I felt like they should have blew the doors off Baltimore.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to go in
Baltimore could
Buffalo.
have won that game, man.
Oh yeah, they could have won that game. They probably looked at it like your boy wasn't there and thought it was gonna be a little walkover.
Something. But nah, it's like it's gonna be interesting. But on y'all real quick, shout out to my guy E, man. He's a diehard 49ers. We've been going back and forth all week.
Yeah, we got a little bit.
I think it's one of them situations where they luck don't. I ain't gonna say luck because they've been balling.
Right.
But it's like shit, 12 in a row. At some point, you gonna slip up.
That's what I said. I said they dude is due for a bad game, and we got the type of defense that can bring a bad game out of him.
They can get to him. Yeah.
Yeah. We just
Force him to
need
make
number
some of them
11.
crazy throws, right?
What they call him, 11 from heaven?
That's why I
11
said
from heaven. Go ahead.
that's the game I want to see for out of all of them. I got to see that one tomorrow, like for sure.
I just hope they Dak in rhythm, man. It's gonna be a good little game because we know they're gonna stop the run because they got a hell of a defense, like they say. They got damn near all pro defense on their own.
Yeah.
But we gonna hit them edges. We ain't coming up the middle. We gonna hit them edges with Pollard. Zeke gonna get out there a couple times. And that tight end gonna try it back out.
It's Kittles y'all got to worry about, man.
Huh?
Kittle.
Barr gonna hit him, knock him out.
Like I said, for whatever reason, once Jimmy G went down, because hell, Kittle wasn't even having a good year for real.
Right.
But it's like now they actually looking at him. So to me, I think he's gonna be the X factor. I mean, Debo gonna be Debo. It's just one of them. Long as you don't let him break off for one of them long ones.
And where was dude at? The other dude, Trey Lance or something like that. That dude name.
Yeah, but hell, he was the star. That's why I was like, how y'all
what
had
dude in the background
the whole time?
Whole time,
man. So yeah, the playoffs.
Yeah, but it's gonna be some good. The playoffs been good this year anyway.
Hell yeah. So I said I can't wait to look at it. Like I said, I don't know what's been going on with Zoom, man. It's been tripping, but we got you back on here. Like I said, we weren't gonna be on here too much longer, no way.
Before we hang it up, though, I want to ask you something. Like the referees been making a lot of bad calls. Like,
Yeah.
what should be done about that? Cause we don't get to
Like
hear nothing about that.
I don't like how the league is not coming out and saying anything about it, because it's like, okay, they do the 2-minute report the next day, and then even the report confirms that they blew calls. Like, it's got to be some kind of consequence to blowing these games like that. To me, I think it's too much personal feelings involved. I
Right.
mean, it's almost hard to take that out. But did you ever watch that documentary about old buddy that was betting on the games?
Yeah.
And it's like, when you hear things like that, and it's like they coming into the games talking about how they gonna call it.
Yeah.
That shows you right there that is biased as hell. And I know you ain't a Brian guy, but let's be honest though, man. It's like, as many free throws as Embiid and all them take, bro, there's no way that my dude should be crying for calls like that.
Right. He shouldn't even be crying though. He should just let it do what it do.
Mamba mentality, huh?
Nah, we don't cry. We just, Kobe tell him they ain't gonna.
Right. Put you on mute again. There we go.
Somebody was calling. Yeah, he be getting fouled, but I just think the crying. That's why they don't call it.
That might be true too, but it's like, honestly, I think it's one of them things where it's like, at some point in time, I think
Bro,
that
they
you
tired
try to
of him,
send
bro.
people, exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. Like, they trying to send a message like, man, look, we've been watching this shit for 20 years, bro. Like, nah.
Get this record and get the hell on.
Man.
Yeah, no, but I think I know they say they like they grade them and where they can work the playoffs and then they can't whoever make it to the finals, have it go like that. They got some type of little thing they go by where you make the playoffs and then whoever do best in the playoffs, then you might get to ref the finals or whatever. But they should be taking money or doing something. It should be something when they come out and say what's they got fined $25,000 for talking to a fan such and such. It should be something where they say referee got fined 10,000 for not making the correct
Right.
call, something like that.
Right. No, I agree, because at the end of the day, I feel like the NBA is turned more towards entertainment versus just straight up real basketball, because they let a lot go. Like, I was watching the game the other night, they called a carry on Luka, and Luka's kind of looking around, but he come down the next trip and he legit is carrying the ball on purpose.
On purpose, yeah.
And they let it go, and I'm like, I tell you who else, shout out to Ja. He's an amazing basketball player, but he be carrying the hell out that ball, bro. And it's like,
yeah,
y'all don't get to pick and choose when you gonna use it or when you gonna call stuff.
right. Call the game how it's supposed to be called,
Exactly.
regardless of who it is. I seen what they said before the game against the Warriors. The coach said Jordan Poole be carrying. They call like 4-5 on him. I be watching all the games for real. I watch all the games.
Right. You know what? That's another episode that we should have, and we can definitely plan it, because a lot of my love for the game done kind of died down because it feel like it's just entertainment.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care about 130 to 125. Like, nah, bro, play some defense, lock up, play some good basketball, and may the best team win.
Yeah, 95 to 87.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, a lot of the teams that's good right now, I really ain't just sat down and watched them. I mean, Boston gonna be there. I haven't got a chance to really watch Sacramento.
I watched a couple of their games.
Then I've seen Oklahoma play some good games. So it's like, right now, it's like it's up in the air. Of course, Golden State dealing with different little injuries. Phoenix, a lot of the teams that you expected to be at the top is at the bottom. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to sit down and start paying more attention to it. But man, sometimes it's hard, man.
Yeah, DirecTV be getting all my money because I got the NBA package, NFL package. I be getting all my money.
That's dope.
But yeah, though, cause like like they talking about they playing good defense, but y'all giving up 112.
Right.
Compared to everybody else scoring 130, I guess you is playing some type of defense, but it just don't feel or look. It just don't like it's going right or something.
To me, it ain't real basketball. Did you check out that John Wall interview the other day?
No, I ain't looked at that yet. I seen little clips.
Nah, check it out. Nah, that was good as hell. And like a lot of people in the league is mad at him because he was just being truthful. But he was like, on one part, he was like, man, back when I first came in the league, man, we was having practices like 2-3 hours. Like we in practice tired, like having to tape our ankles. He's like, now the game just different. He's like, man, we might practice 45 minutes max. And then they're like, whatever you got to do, you do it on your own. Yeah. So it's like dudes ain't really practicing. They taking the game like it's a joke. And I'm like, that's what happens when you sitting here watching the game and everybody look terrible. You're like, man, these supposed to be professional athletes. And the game looks so crazy, but it's like, hell, they ain't even practicing.
And I ain't gonna stay here long, but that's another thing. We get to talking about everything. But I think that comes from letting them come in the NBA too early. That's what I always thought that. Letting them come too early. Like, you know what I'm saying? They need to be at least 2 years in college.
Facts.
Or two or three. Then you're gonna get players like Tim Duncan, all them other, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. I definitely agree there. That's why I was like, man, we definitely gonna have to chop it up again and just strictly talk about basketball and stuff like that. Cause man, we grew up watching this shit, man.
Yeah.
All day, every day. So that's what I'm like. It's different now.
Channel 16, nigga. The Bulls.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why I was like, it's just different. I was like, I don't know if it's because we getting older or what, but it's like when I heard John Wall and them say that, it's like, all right, that's the confirmation I need. Not to get back on the Lakers, but it's like, it's obvious that them motherfuckers don't practice. There ain't no chemistry. There ain't no nothing. Like, it's hard to watch them. Of course, I'm watching them because I rock with Brian. I'm trying to see him break his record. But it's like every game looks the exact same. You don't see them getting better. You don't see no chemistry. They come down 1-on-5. Westbrook jack up something. Brian hold the ball for 20 out of 24 seconds. Throw up some BS. It's like, what are y'all doing during the week, bro? Because y'all can't.
That's like a game against the Sixers. Why when Westbrook lost the ball right there, why Darvin Ham just wouldn't call a timeout?
Bro, I was sitting there like, what are they doing? And it's like games like that is where I am mad because it's like Brian's supposed to go get that ball, man. Yeah. I don't give a damn what it is. And then I saw something the other day where they was like, Brian ain't hit a game winning or a game tying shot since like 2021 or something. They said he was over 38. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to fact check that. I was like, hell, they might be right because I ain't seen it. I be staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning, man. I ain't seen Brian hit one yet.
Oh yeah, with the Lakers game, yeah, that's something you gotta get used to. I know you only used to it your last 5 years, but I've been going through it. Late games don't end till 12 or 1. When they really playing. I know you just not getting used to it, but yeah, I've been dealing with that.
Man, I was just like, nah, something ain't right, bro. But it's like there's no chemistry.
Yeah, it's all good.
Pass the ball to the superstar and everybody move out the way. Right. Every team is like that though. It's like, where is the X's and O's? Like, we down by 2, we need a bucket. Show me what the coach is capable of.
Right.
But it's like, nah, get a ball to your superstar. LeBron, step back, fadeaway 3, hit the back of the damn rim.
Dallas down 3. Dallas down 3, they let Luka shoot a 3.
Bro, I'm like, foul, man. Hell, he ain't even a good free throw shooter anyway, for real.
At all, anyway. But he'll go to the line, miss and get the rebound. I don't understand. But it's all good. We'll definitely talk about it.
Good stuff, man. Definitely. Appreciate you joining the podcast. Like I said, y'all know where to find us at YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google, SoundCloud. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit the subscribe, like button, comment, share. Holla at us. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
We out.
Ass toasted, no competition. I'm coasting. I feel so high. I feel so live. My body's in the drum.